Yeah, Revelation here. I was reading the Bible once, and it was in the book where the Lamb opens the seals, and the moon went up in the sky, and it went really fast in the sky, and that's when I opened the seals from the book of Revelation. And for some reason, Satan then decided to play with some seals himself by opening up channels and bringing others into the mix. For whatever reason, Satan had to interrupt me in my life. I'm not sure. That's on Satan's conscience. That's on Satan's breath. He tried to introduce his mother, but I find her a bit um, like part of the plan of like they basically. I was in my room with my wife and daughter, and Satan's presence came over me, and I saw this wave that said Satan in the room, and he made me crazy from seeing it, and not crazy, but essentially like I freaked out, and um, uh, anyways, long story short, I'm separated from my wife now because I went through religious trauma syndrome because of Satan, and he introduces his mother like that's a substitute for my wife, and I got to basically live the rest of my life without my wife. And so Satan introduces his mother, which is um, a shitty attempt at why would you come in my house in the first place? Another another fallen angel, Beelzebub, who's a coward and a homosexual. Um, was in my garage with me, and when I had my door open, I was talking to my daughter, and I said, "What are you doing with my daughter?" And he said, "Don't worry about it." And he he was sitting in between my daughter and I. Visually, I could see a demon sitting there, and he thought it was funny, and he took my daughter away from me too. I haven't seen my daughter in 4 years now, and I'm just about to see her, and we're scheduled to see her, and shortly. I'm working with my ex-wife to get to see her again. But yeah, religious trauma syndrome is a serious thing, and now we should focus on. You should listen to people that talk about religion, but don't get involved with it too much. Just stick to your Netflix and your dating and your loving lives. Don't. A lot of people, what they do is these deities, they target people that are alone. And for example, I was in a bath one day, and I had this demon bathtub. I was just sitting in the bathtub, and I believe it was Beelzebub come over me, and he says, "You're intense fear, and that's all you're gonna know forever." And then Satan's mother came over me and says, because I was going to go see this girl to go on a date with her, and she says that won't cure your schizophrenia. And so I went to see this girl, and then when I slightly got intimate, and I had a voice in my head saying, "This is all you should be doing." Like I tried to command my life, like thinking it's God. And I eventually left the girl. Sorry, there's a phone, so I'm gonna end this one early. Anyways, I had to get the phone there. Anyways, it's my father. He's in the hospital. He broke his leg. Um, um, so that's essentially how Satan destroyed my life. Beelzebub came in my life to also destroy it. And Satan and Beelzebub are two beings that are worshipped now. But I know Satan is. He thinks that he has got no fault, and he thinks he's above everything. And so does his mother. She's got the same attitude. And my father said they're both dirt. And they essentially are dirt because of what they did to my family. And Beelzebub is especially brutal. He still hits me with one of his demons every day because he thinks he's funny. And um, he's talking about the second death to me, and he's talking about other things. And basically, he's got he's homosexual too because he does he does gay things, and I don't like it at all. I'm not gay. And anyways, that's how Satan and Beelzebub destroyed my life. And they're fallen angels for a reason. And I think it's funny because my dad was in a club called Satan's Choice a long time ago. And Satan's dishonored his club and tarnished his name. And I spit on the name Satan's Choice, the motorcycle club. And because of what Satan's done in my life, the actual being Satan, and destroyed my family, thinking it's funny and thinking it's cool, and then coming into my life and telling me I'm the Antichrist. I'm not the Antichrist. I'm not playing in their agenda. I never was. I've been tortured. I've been hearing the same voice of Beelzebub since I was a kid. He was in my room, and I saw Hanuman, who pulled me out. And Hanuman, if you research Hanuman, do I have my statue of Hanuman here? Wait a second. I don't know where I put it. It might be in my other room. A statue of Hanuman, anyways. When I was 8 years old, I saw Hanuman on my chest, and Hanuman's always been really kind to me, and he's never he said we don't do this stuff here. Like we don't destroy things like Beelzebub talks about. And Beelzebub's problem is he's got a mother that didn't raise him properly, and she should be ashamed of herself before the eyes of God for destroying a family and getting involved with testing men's souls when our souls were just fine in the first place. I used to listen and say the gates of hell, and I passed Yeshua, and I said, "Show me hell" once, and I heard this loud crack. So hell opened its door and came at me, and they're all a bunch of losers, essentially, from hell. If you worship the deities from hell, you're essentially a loser, because the only one I can see that's worth it is Lucifer. Lucifer, when I opened when the moon went spinning, I saw a shadow of Lucifer when I went up in the sky. And Lucifer's the only one that doesn't intimidate me or try to be tough or try to prove himself or try to get on the internet. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to so Satan's a loser and Beelzebub is a loser. They tried to court me with their fucking mothers, and like for sexual purposes, and I don't give a shit. And I was married to my wife, and I also deal with Yahweh and Asherah, and I caught Asherah later in life, and she's a really cool mother, and I occasionally see my grandmother Eve and stuff. But Satan ruined Eve's life too, so Satan is basically Satan's a piece of shit, and if you worship Satan, you're a loser. And he his mother's a loser too because of destroying my family. They were probably involved because they did. My wife briefly left as we were having a separation, and I was alone in a dark room, and all of a sudden I had all these spirits around me, and I heard Lucifer yelling at me too, and they were doing this seance at me around my feet, and the Archangel Michael's there, and they thought it was funny to essentially destroy my mind briefly. So I had a nervous breakdown, and at the same time my mother and brother passed away, and so they were probably attacking them too. And I stand firm with my dad, and we believe in God and Yahweh and the spirit worlds that I already knew about. And it's like a Beelzebub and Satan want favor on there. Okay, you live there, but you're dirt essentially. And if Yahweh wants to limit your people from not living there, I don't really care. You can just say they're dust, and that'll give me your punishment for destroying his family. Because Yahweh is my grandfather, and he knows that I didn't get a life with my daughter Eleanor, and it's a really essential thing, even though we do live forever. My daughter Eleanor and I miss a lot of time. She cries to me and says she misses me, and when I do get a correspondence with her, and I've had a letter delivered from her saying that she loves me and she thinks about me all the time, and I was a great daddy, and I was destroyed spiritually by Satan and Beelzebub, and not spiritually, but they came into my life to destroy my family, and if you're worshiping Beelzebub and Satan, just realize that they're selfish, and they'll make you do things and they'll never give you anything. Satan himself is, he's what they say. He's just evil. He's stupid, and his mother's a whore essentially. Like, I don't care. I don't know why people worship her. She talks about I want to cure my schizophrenia. Meanwhile, there's a demon hit me in the head. That's how these fallen angels operate. Whereas God operates in spirit, and you just know he's there. The fallen angels have to hit you in the head to let you know they're there. They're there, guys. The fallen angels are there. So I shouldn't get hit in the head anymore. They hit me in the head with this little demon, and this little demon, I don't give a shit his name is. And it hurts, and it's constant. Like, I got marks here, right here from it hitting me, and here from it hitting me. And before I go to bed, it puts sparkles in my head, and it shows me and tries to do this map thing, and tries to try to tell this big story. And it's basically, and I've had some ideas that I'm going to do in the afterlife, and I'll have no part in it. And I look at Jesus too at the same time, and he had to deal with Satan too. So whatever. At least I found Mother Mary. I went to a church, and when I went to the church and took communion, Satan tried to pull the roof off the building, and I saw two fallen angels, one that attacks my dad and one that attacks me, supposed to be guarding us, go up to the roof to try and get us out of the building. It's ridiculous. I love Mother Mary, so Satan hates her, so because she beats him. So, anyways, that's a story. on how Satan and Beelzebub destroyed my life.